SLAs usually rely on sound measurement and reporting. If service level targets are not met, urgent improvements are required. Usually when service reviews happen, one of the key agenda items is the review of the service level achievements. And it could be a monthly review and could be made less frequent afterwards once some confidence is established. Therefore, if the levels are not being met, it's a major issue and urgent improvements must be done using maybe service improvement plans. Looking at metrics is not enough to know what actions to take. Metrics must be critically analyzed to determine the correct course of action. Just because availability is low, availability service level target, we need to dig deeper into it and see exactly where the issue is originating from, what are the various root causes, which are maybe one or two main root causes from the various causes, and then take action. It occurs on an ongoing basis. Yeah, this is something which is usually obligated through contracts. Broad assessment needed to identify systemic issues. The assessment has to be broader rather than sticking to just a few KPIs or metrics, so that overall issues can be identified. Service level, unfortunately, whatever they are documented in an agreement may be insufficient to capture the satisfaction level of the customer, because the customer may have a lot more other things in their mind, but eventually only a few metrics or KPIs get captured in the SLA document. So therefore it is essential to go wider and not just rely on the metrics or indicators for discussion, but also ask open-ended questions and probe the customer and users regularly to understand if there is anything else which is not okay, which are not really documented in the SLA. Otherwise, it could lead to what is known as the watermelon effect, meaning green on the outside but red on the inside. This is one example of how a service level achievement could be captured, visualized, and analyzed. This is just generally how these charts look like. So you've got something in red, something in green. Green means this service level has been achieved. Uptime 99.9 was achieved. It was 100% actual, which is really good. On the other hand, availability objective was 95%, but only 92% was achieved, which means the target is at this arrow here and slightly below the target. And that availability is also defined as % of successful tests. And there are other metrics like uptime. The uptime is defined as a site is available from at least 2 locations. So uptime is more than availability. This needs to be clarified. And response time 20 seconds is the target, whereas 19.97, which is much faster than 20. So compliance is there. Very good. And there may be detailed information on a weekly or an hourly basis. Therefore, it may be essential to go into detail and look at these red areas and see what exactly happened there. Did any specific incident happen? Are all these red ones very similar issues before improvement steps can be taken? So that's how the SLA analysis can be useful. The advantages are information about SLA achievements initiates productive conversations, helps both customer and provider see the value of SLA achievements. Metrics for SLA achievement are often well understood, provides excellent source of ideas for improvements. Sometimes when I have myself been in discussions on these things with customers, even if things are green, they would be curious to know why something is so good for the last 6 months, for example. And sometimes when something goes amber or red, there is a slight degradation. The customer may reinforce the importance of that particular service. Or they may say that it is okay that for 1 month it is in red, but if it goes on for the second month, then it's going to be a problem. So some good discussions do happen, and sometimes from their side, they may also suggest how the SLA could be brought back to normal by maybe improving the user's behavior also. Because sometimes the red could be because of a user's behavior also. For example, trying to download a large video on the network or something, which could have clogged the network. So some interesting conversations do come up in such analysis. On the other hand, the negatives here are, if SLA targets don't accurately reflect real needs, then assessment will not reflect service consumer satisfaction. So for example, if you have a target like a certain percentage of jobs should not fail, 95% of jobs should fail, then is that the real intended metric? What is the value of the job success or failure to the overall business of the customer? Underlying cause of issues may be difficult to discover and complex to solve. Sometimes systems may be so complex that the connections between one component and another may not be known clearly.